season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the ground with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Let's take just a second to talk about Oregon. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it day one. Game one. Make that first impression.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Off-play action on first down. Pocket breaking down. That's caught. It's Young. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
With the catch, it's Young. Got it out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wants to throw again. Throws to the back. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
A 3rd and long here. They can pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing an incompletion, setting up 4th.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Complete to start this drive. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one falls in.
Damn, I ain't
trying to get a chunk play on that one. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. I'm sure you guys saw what
I saw him
in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Jukes his way for more. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out 1st downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
Fuck, bro,
They
missed
dialed
him.
up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Finds the tight end. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
Man, I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Stewart. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Oh, and after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little
Getting
better
greedy,
job.
bro.
You've got to give your
Getting
quarterback
greedy as
time
fuck.
to
Stop
go
that
through his
shit.
progressions. From go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target. You can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the field because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Using his legs, it's Sam. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They go to the ground. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Davison. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle, it's Burleson. What a nice connection, knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Throws to the tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
3rd down is a big factor in games. It's something I know this offense in particular practices often throughout the week, but they just haven't been able to get it done so far in this game on these critical downs. That time, quarterback can't link up with his guy. We've got to find a better way of being more efficient on 3rd.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. The quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Still on his feet at the 40. Powers through. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
Got him downfield.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The give on the option. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Great job by the back on the option.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Washington. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Davison. On the move at the 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home, and getting a sack. And that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. That'll close the gap to 14. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hansen. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up.
Lets it fly deep downfield. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. All down at the 18-yard line. A solid return after that interception.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception. Wants
to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Back to pass on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davison. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines! The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him. Round at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Using his feet. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Warrior. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights, it's good. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. To the air on first down. Works the middle of the field.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They'll try the run. Fights off the defender. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Fires to the middle. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Leaves it with the running back. Shakes off the defender. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He'll be brought down, but he... Touchdown, Michigan! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Great job by the defense.
I know he's down.
Ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Ducks have pushed it inside the 20. They'll test the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Back to pass, it's Royer. Bringing the heat. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after they catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So here comes the Michigan offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Young. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So now to try to take advantage of that defensive stop time starting to work against them a little bit, and we'll see what they can do. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Well, nice job by the defense here at back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Royer. Throws toward the end zone. He caught it. Touchdown, Oregon. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. He's looking to pass. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that 2-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game going down to the wire, but you love the gutsy call by the offense there.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Unleashes one. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. Final stage of the game, and we'll start with a 1st down. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
So now it's 2nd and long. On the move. Talk about a timely run.
think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Wolverines! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's... And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
This defense doing a great job bringing pressure, multiple looks, different guys, back-to-back plays. Now bringing up a 3rd and long. Pressure on the quarterback is coming.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Complete to the left. Breaks into the open. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Royer. Right on the money. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Ducks! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's a hit. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
My old coach always used to say, don't turn a bad play into a catastrophe. He got flushed outside the pocket. Listen, it's okay. You can throw it in completion. Don't create a turnover. Don't try to force it. At least the quarterback took care of the football.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. To the air. It's Underwood. Rushes on him. He slings it deep to the left. And it's caught inside the 25.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
Quick completion to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Unleashes to the end zone. Here's
Wow.
an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently?
Yeah.
No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Royer. Quarterback extends the play. Catch in the middle, it's Davison. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might be the one that wins the game.
Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Davison. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
Off the play fake. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where to earn it. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep and don't let anyone get behind you.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Royer. A little release to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this defense is all over the quick game right now. They're up with possession, and they're tackling, and they're pursuing the football. Nice play on that one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals are not going to get him back in, and so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Through the air, it's Royer. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The sweet feet buy a little time. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And the defense has a big decision to make here. You've got the lead. It's late in the game, 4th quarter. Critical 4th down. Are you going to sit back and play safe in coverage? You want to get aggressive and get after the quarterback here if you're anticipating pass.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And in the waning seconds of the game, they tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, you look at the clock. They've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Gives it on the option. Got room at the 35. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
First play of the first possession of OT. The give to the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you've got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They want to keep this drive alive. 3rd and short here in overtime. Looking downfield, it's Royer. Snagged in the middle, it's Riggs. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Oregon! They jump on top here in OT. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple of years ago, too, in the 2nd overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season. Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football. I showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I got to take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
Running the ball in OT, and a nice job by the ball carrier, finding his lane, finding his hole, putting his foot in the ground, and getting upfield.
Steps away. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
4th and long, and they have to pick it up to keep their chances alive. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Wow.
What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you've got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have the lapses in concentration we saw today that led to them losing.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm